our spookiest episode yet.
We're both dressed in black.
Thrilling to see all of our manifestations from previous episodes coming to life.
I know.
The minute you start working on those areas, like all your chakras, and I know everyone's like, oh my God, your chakras, but like, them motherfuckers is real. Like my chakras are popping.
If someone told me 10 years ago that one day you're going to look back at this situation and be like, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, I'd be like, there's no way. There's nothing good about this.
Yeah. It's the impermanence of suffering and the impermanence of joy, man.
Yeah.
So it always comes down to that. And it always comes down to duality.
I don't like it. It's not great.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't happening, but I'm sure that I'll look back and be grateful for it. Yeah.
And that's called doing the work, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got scammed like 2 months ago. You know what? Scared money don't make money. So at this point, everyone had money issues. And if you don't, you lucky bitch. I'm sure you got some other issues though. And that's why you're here.
I said I'm working on it. I didn't say all the work is done. Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Welcome back
To episode 13,
13.
our spookiest episode yet.
We're both dressed in black.
We are feeling witchy and wild.
Are we?
I am. I like to really indulge in this hypnotism, in this Halloween essence. I feel like I can finally just be my witchy self that I've always wanted to be since I was trying to hop onto the broomstick in the driveway and just fly away, and it didn't work. But don't worry, we never stopped trying.
Yeah. One day it shall.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, just really excited.
Episode 13. Welcome back. Giggles and growth. I don't know if we already said
Oh yeah,
that,
where we're here to giggle.
and grow.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
How's your energy been, Arusha? Let's talk. Let's chit-chat. Let's get to the real bottom of this.
How has my energy been?
Before we get started on all of the very important things we have to say.
Yes. Well, yesterday we had our girls' day with Iris, who is actually behind the scenes with us today here
Yes.
at the studios of Giggles and Growth.
She will be making an appearance as well soon.
Yes. So that day, like with the girlfriends, I always say this, but it's like the day that fills my cup.
Oh.
So I felt great today. I woke up, I did a little meditation, I like made my little coffee. Iris got me rose petals, so now my coffees are like rose latte.
God, that is so cute. Are
Just
you
like
serious?
adding magic to the little moments.
That's where it all
So,
comes from.
I
That's what
know,
matters.
It felt like I just felt so nice. It's like it just smells like a little rose.
And then you manifested that new
Yeah.
apartment that I checked out yesterday, and it was absolutely stunning. Better than I could
That's
ever imagine.
I do love it.
It has so much
do.
natural light and big
Yeah.
windows, and the energy is great.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. And I've moved in, and now I'm just like slowly looking for things to add and all of that. But the energy's been good. Yeah.
No
I've
ghosts.
I've been feeling
I'm
good.
just kidding.
Don't
It
ruin
doesn't feel ghosty,
No, it
don't.
does not. Thank God.
even though it's Halloween, but it's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's
Thrilling?
just thrilling to see all of our manifestations from previous episodes coming to life.
I know.
And if you guys have been around for the last 13 episodes, or maybe like the beginning ones or whatever, you'll know that we were manifesting a new apartment for her and then a car for me.
And we did it.
Already.
All of that has happened in the past couple months, basically.
Not even on purpose.
I mean, on purpose, but
It just kind of happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
without the timeline necessarily. But we were manifesting because we wanted these things, and now they're here. So
Amen.
yeah, how's your energy?
Clock it. My energy is fantastic. My energy is feeling good. I'm feeling very, very connected to my creativity. And I know that maybe it's because Venus in Libra is going through my 5th house. And if
That
you know,
has
you
to be
know.
it.
So it's either Venus going in there means like you'll have a baby,
Damn.
or you'll have some sort of creativity. And I am feeling like, thank God it's not the first one. Like, thank God. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm feeling really good. And I feel like I have always wanted to feel this creative in my life. And I kind of want to talk about that here today. How I have gained the ability to really just harness into my creative energy. And I think it really started with growing up, always wondering how everyone around me could make things so aesthetically pleasing. And like, how do they have an eye for that? I guess you're just born for that. And then I would also see like my friends being so artsy and creating things out of absolutely nothing. And it was fascinating to me because I was like, how does your brain even work like that? And I realized that once I really started to hone in on my sacral chakra, which is your creativity chakra, it's your orange one. It's right where your reproduction system is, right below your belly button, where also your inner child resides because it's where you create. Once I really started healing these aspects of myself, I was able to connect to that childlike creative version of myself again. And it was like, it's like magic. The minute you start working on those areas, like all your chakras, and I know everyone's like, oh my God, your chakras, but like, them motherfuckers is real. Like my chakras are popping, and it's because I intentionally work on all of them, from my root chakra to my crown chakra. I think that just sitting in your meditations and just breathing through each one and allowing it that space to really open up. And you got to make sure you close them too sometimes because they can be overactive. But yeah, so it's really special. And I think creativity is just, I wish, like, I want to teach classes on this, like, because I've seen myself go from so like yearning for some sort of creativity in my life to doing the inner work, healing my entire body. It's still healing, but now being able to really tune into those creative downloads. And it makes me really think about how there were a few artists, I'm sure there's more than just these three who say it, but Prince, Michael Jackson, and Madonna have always said that their art was never theirs to own. It was actually them connecting to a higher power that was working through them to share this art with others. And I think that that's super cool, because if you really do block out the noise and you create that connection to your creativity, you're actually a channel for the divine to work its magic through you and to share with the world. And essentially that's all, you know, art is about, is connecting to something bigger than you and within you, that can really make something to show other people and, you know.
And help other people.
Yeah, and help other people, exactly. So I thought that was super cool to share.
Yeah.
And
thank you for sharing.
I liked the idea of just like connecting to something bigger than me, and but still within me, and just sharing that with the world. And that's why I'm here now too, because
you're doing that.
There's so many different forms of art. And this is just mine.
This is it too.
And yours.
And even podcast ideas. I mean, a lot of them come through meditation when the noise and everything is blocked out, and or like for you it's meditation. For me, sometimes it's meditation. Sometimes it's when I'm on the Stairmaster, I feel very like I'll get in a zone and I'll like start doing intervals, and suddenly I just have like downloads of like, oh my God, this could help somebody if I say this. Like I've had this experience. If I share this, it could help somebody. So it's like it is like those channels that are through my own experiences, but to be able to share those with other people, those ideas come to me in the moments of where all the noise is blocked out.
Exactly. Yeah. And some people are born, like I'm not saying Prince and Madonna and Michael Jackson sat there and meditated for hours. Some people are born with connected to more of their talent than other people. Like for me, those weren't my talent, so I had to work a little harder to connect to it. But I think the more that they became closer to God, because a lot of them did, they started to realize that, hey, like this isn't even me. This is something much bigger than me. So, and I love that you brought up the cardio situation, because I swear I get my downloads through that too.
Oh my God, it's like the best.
Yeah, your vibration's naturally raising when you're doing those things.
Exactly. And like when you're really into it, your thoughts aren't like going like, oh my God, I have to do this or do that. Like, yeah, when you're just pretending to do it, then yes, it is. But like when I'm really into it, either I'm running or I'm on the Stairmaster, I start doing intervals. And just the noise is blocked out and all these ideas and things just start to pop in.
So, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I hope this helps some of you guys understand that like everyone can be creative. Yeah. Absolutely everyone. It's just finding your certain niche, and in order to find it, just quieting the noise.
Yep.
Unless it comes easy to you, like Prince and Madonna and them. But, you know.
To some people it does.
Yeah.
But like,
everyone's different.
Yeah. Yes. Well, thank you for sharing, Aria.
My pleasure, you guys.
Yes.
Oh, I totally forgot. I want to share a few ways to heal your inner child a little bit so that you are able to connect with that creativity of yours that we all have.
Please share.
Thank you for asking that. So a few ways that I did it was I kept a little picture of my younger self by my bed, and I would pray to her every night and told her like she's safe, she's loved. I'm going to protect her from now on, and she's heard. And as well as that, I really like got comfortable with being playful and just being like not caring about a thing in the world and just like dancing to the own beat of my drum, singing, painting, just like really things that make you feel like a kid again that you did as a kid, but like you've just completely forgotten about as an adult. And it just gets you into like that playful mood of being a kid. And a lot of art projects, because it just brings you into the present moment and you're just kind of able to really like be a kid again. And there was a few more. I think I wrote a few letters to my inner child as a kid, as an adult. I wrote a few letters to my inner child as an adult, and those really helped me release so much. There was pain, there was sadness, and there was, resentment and just all the emotions towards myself, towards others, and that I knew were just sitting in my body and ready to be transmuted into power and survival, not survival, but thriving instead of survival. So that was really helpful. I would continuously write letters to myself too, and then I would just romanticize the little things in life and make everything kind of a fun experience. Like like you said, when you're making your tea, the rose petals.
Just adding that to my coffee made it just like so much more playful.
Absolutely.
And like, oh my God, like it gets you excited about the little things in life, and that's how kids are. They get excited about like a little toy or a little something. Like they're not like, when is my Lamborghini coming in? I don't know. Like
or
whatever
when is
big
the
goal.
rent bill?
Yeah. When is the rent or the bills they're just excited about the little things in life. So
exactly. And just letting yourself know that nothing has to be perfect. You do not need to be perfect. And I'm going to bring it back to it. I'm going to sound like a broken record on this podcast, but healing my nervous system and doing the daily breath work has changed my life completely. I'm a completely different person. You could ask any of my friends who have known me since high school. Now they're coming to me for help. And I swear I don't have an ego. But just like really nurturing that inner child and connecting to her or him as much as you can, and just making sure that she stays alive within you. Yeah,
I agree.
Those are just a couple ways. There's plenty more, of course.
Yeah, just I think different things work for different people. But for me, it's like just being in playful energy. Even like going to the beach, like last summer, we did this a lot more. Like when I would go near the waves and just wave and they hit you, and it's just you're in a different energy. It's light. You're not thinking about like all the things you have on your plate. So just finding those little moments in the day-to-day where you can just be a kid, even if it's for like 5 minutes. Jump up and down. I've been doing this so much.
That's
I keep
true.
saying changing my state, but like I'll literally do it in my apartment, like just a couple up and down jumps or something, just to change the energy that's like sitting in me. And it helps. It helps so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Movement. There's so many practices from way back in the day where like people are chanting and they're jumping and they're moving, and it's just like, these are practices that we've forgotten about. They're Eastern practices.
Yeah.
And they're what work.
They work, for sure. Okay, so we talked about inner child healing. And with that, I also wanted to talk a little bit about character development as we're kind of growing up. And personally, what I think is the thing that helps you grow the most is that rock bottom moment. And that's different for everybody. We all have our own versions of rock bottom, but for me, it was like literally the thing that I thought was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Like 11 years ago, I moved here. I did not want to move. I was like, I don't want to live here. I was going to college in the UK and I was like, I just want to stay there. Like all my friends are there. My life is there. I had a whole plan for my life. And moving here changed all of that. Like
Damn.
changed everything. I moved here, like no friends, just my 2 family members. No friends, no job, no school, nothing. And then the living situation we were in was very like traumatic. Just horrible shit happening every single day. I'll go into details about that someday, but just a lot of trauma building every single day. And in those moments, it was so like, why? Why is this happening? I couldn't understand it, but I don't know. I always have had like some level of faith, but I think in those rock bottom moments is where you also develop faith so much more.
Mhm.
Because I was like, nope, I know my life. Like, there's a bigger plan. There has to be a bigger plan for my life. And now that I look back at it, I would not be who I am if I didn't hit that rock bottom. If all those things that I thought were like the worst things that can ever happen to me, if those didn't happen, I wouldn't be this person that I love today. So now I look back and I'm like, so grateful.
I
Like,
love
thank
that.
God. I understand why all of that had to happen. But it's very difficult to see that when you're going through it. Because it's like you just want to be out of the pain. So I guess this is my little, just if you're at a point in your life where it feels like rock bottom and nothing feels right, look for the why.
Mhm.
Or just have faith. Have faith as you move forward in life and keep pushing. Just keep going. Because there's a reason. Like
There's
one
always a
day,
reason.
if someone told me 10 years ago that one day you're going to look back at this situation and be like, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, I'd be like, there's no way. There's nothing good about this.
Yeah.
But then after the fact and now being where I am and who I've become, I'm like, of course, like if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be who I am.
And you wouldn't have learned the lessons either
Exactly.
to make you who you are at that moment.
Exactly. So just push through those moments.
Mm-hmm.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. It sounds so cliche, but
There is.
it's like,
And it's so good once you see
yeah.
that light too, and you're in one of those rutted moments and you're like, oh no, I can breathe again.
yeah,
Often asking yourself more like, why is this happening to me? Like, what do I need to learn from this? Than victimizing yourself and be like, why does this have to happen to me? Like, you know, it's really just looking for the message within it all.
yeah, because there always is. And you're becoming a different version of yourself through those moments.
Mm-hmm.
So just, if anything, look at who you're becoming. Like you're stronger, you have more grit, you're able to push through harder things than you ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
That's preparing you for so much more that's coming in life, but you have to go through those. But it's so hard to see it when you're in those moments. But
hard.
it's
the impermanence of suffering and the impermanence of joy, man.
Yeah.
So it always comes down to that. And it always comes down to duality. And everyone is so
Yeah.
tired of me always being like, well, that's just duality. But it's when you realize that that's the way you just have to live your life, you're kind of just like, my hands are off of the steering wheel and I'm just going to surrender.
Yeah.
And if this hurts,
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best to understand the meaning of it and the lesson in it.
Because everything happens for a reason. Like
Absolutely.
I truly believe that. And after all the things, I feel like now if something's happening where it's really not ideal, I can truly say that I'm at a point where I'm like, it's happening for a reason. I don't like it. It's not great.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't happening. But I'm sure that I'll look back and be grateful for it. So,
amen.
Yeah.
And that's called doing the work, y'all.
Yeah. Reaching the point where you can, through any suffering, just be like, okay, that's fine. I'll take it because I trust that it's happening for a reason.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Surrender, baby.
Yeah.
Thinking about a rock bottom moment that's been plaguing me for like 2 months now. And I'm trying to release my dependency on it to be figured out. But yeah, I got scammed like 2 months ago out of like $5,000.
Yeah.
And I was so just displeased. I remember looking at I was looking at my bank account and I was like, oof, you are just looking so good. And and then the next minute I get a text that's like, oh, did you authorize a massive payment at Target, Wells Fargo, whatever.
Something,
Wells Fargo
yeah.
text message saying, did you authorize a payment in Florida for XYZ? And I was like, hell no. I'm in my bed looking at my bank account. It's looking good. I did not authorize that. And then they call me. And keep in mind, this isn't the first time I've gotten a text like that from Wells Fargo. I got one in February as well. That was real. And I sent that to them. And they still denied my claim. Anyways, so at that moment, I realized like this was the third time in a span of 6 months that like my bank account looked really freaking good, and then all of a sudden it's gone, or like a big chunk of it is gone. And at that moment I kind of surrendered. I was like, okay, something's going on deeper within me that like isn't able to hold wealth.
Yeah.
Or is having problems holding on to wealth, because this was like the third time that money just somehow was out of my account, and large amounts. And I was like, this is weird. And I always grew up feeling like really annoyed by my mom. Love you, Mom. But all she ever did was like talk about every dollar she spent. And anywhere we went, like, oh, I just spent this. Oh, I just spent that. And it would upset me even as a kid, because I was like, I don't want to know. Like,
Yeah.
I am your kid. I'm sorry if I'm expensive, or like that you had to buy something, it wasn't always about me, but even if it wasn't about me, it was just always expressed like, oh, I spent this, I spent that. And I'm just like, bro, like, please just stop. And it never stopped. It still hasn't. But maybe she'll stop now. Please. But yeah, so I realized I had and I was also very afraid of like spending money. I would always see my friends like, if they had a lot of money, maybe it wasn't smart spending, but like they'd spend it on a designer item or something. And I'd be like, no, don't touch. And it's like hidden in my drawer, like no one touch it.
Yeah.
And I would just never spend it. And I realized that that was also a problem too, because I was like feeling like I needed to hold on to my money very much. So I'm not spending it. And I'm also
not able to hold it, really.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm also not able to hold it, really. So at this point, I'm fucked. Like, I don't, like, what do I do? And then that kept happening. And I realized, okay, I need to do some inner work. I need to start doing some inner work. Because when I think about it, I'm like, okay, I want a 10K month. I want a 20K month. And, eventually I'm going to want more 100K months. And I could feel my body or my stomach internally, like, as much as my brain is like, shut up, like, no, that's not happening, but I could feel my body be like doubting it. Like my stomach was doubting it. And I was like, maybe this is something I really need to like look into. And because I'm really tired of, the universe taking that shit away. This was my last straw. And I'm sure I'm supposed to go into that or through that so that I could share with you guys.
Yeah.
But shit, it gets exhausting.
Yeah. Inner work is work.
Yeah. It is deep work, but you know what? At least it's working. But yeah, so I've been doing I have been working on removing my lack and my scarcity mindset when it comes to anything. Like anything, like even if I'm using a toothpaste and I'm like running out of it and I'm like, damn, I have to buy another one. Like I'm removing that feeling of lack, like, oh, there's some running out. Like it is I'm being so mindful and intentional with everything I look at as lack, where even if I'm running out of water, lip gloss, makeup, anything, like I am just looking at it like there's always more left. And it's so easy to get. And that's helping me a lot, like just the little things and letting that lead up to like eventually like the bigger things with clients and getting, high ticket clients and just bringing in abundance and wealth. And you got to have a wealth mindset in order to bring in wealth. So, and you know what? Scared money don't make money. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm doing everything in my power. I'm doing the nervous system regulation. Every single day I've started to do my breath work all over again. and like followed by 10 to 15 minutes of meditation and just being present and trusting that it's already done. And I cannot go into that more than I already have, because it's magic. We're able to heal these things within ourselves, and we're able to actually build another reality for ourselves that we actually enjoy. So, and I know I say that 24/7, but whatever.
Yeah.
We all need to hear it as many times as possible. So, yeah, just working on that, making sure that like when I spend money, I'm always like, it's coming back to me tenfold, and that I circulate it. Like I circulate money. It's constantly flowing towards me. It's constantly flowing towards me. And it works. Oddly enough, this stuff works. When you do not panic or stress or feel those feelings of lack and scarcity and let them like bring you into such a dark place, or like, you know, when I lost that money, somehow I got another client and they sent me the same amount.
Comes back around.
Yeah, it just comes right back around. Although those 2 weeks were not fun, but I know it was a learning lesson. So just be mindful about the way that you guys are going through life, and making sure that you live with an abundant mindset, and you try your hardest to deprogram all of the shit that we have cluttered into our bodies and our nervous systems from our childhood. Because, you know, everyone had money issues, and if you don't, you lucky bitch. I'm sure you got some other issues though. And that's why you're here. And yeah, that's my spiel on wealth mindset. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have good advice.
Great advice.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Thank you. Yeah, I like the point you made of that little feeling that's like in our stomach of, what did you say? You said something and it was
like
good.
When you're running out of stuff, or like, you know, you have to go make a big purchase, and you're like, you're manifesting so hard that you're like, no, it's totally fine. But you ignore that little feeling in your stomach that's like, I don't want to.
Yeah. Like, and to me, that's fear. Like, fear's kicking in, like, now what if we don't have enough money? Even though you're working on your mindset of like, there's abundance, there's so much money, it's flowing to me. But that little feeling of like, but oh my God, we're running out, or rent's due, or this, or that.
Even when you have the money.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the proof is right there. You're good. And I've had those moments like where I would literally, I've been at points of my life where I could pay my rent for the whole year and still felt like, literally every month, like, but oh my God, that one client didn't re-sign up. So like, what's going to happen? But it's just like, where's that lack? Because it's fear. It's just like, even though you have it, it's so clear that it is abundant and you're working on your mindset and you're manifesting. When those little voices are still there, don't ignore them. Like, tap into it. Why is it there? Because that just means there's something in your nervous system. And I feel like that situation had to happen to you to wake you up to the fact that it is still deep rooted in your nervous system of like, yeah, you think you've healed all the money issues, but actually there's still a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all have that. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't have any money limiting beliefs. But then those feelings, and it still happens, not to the extent that it used to, but I still, with certain things, will get those feelings of like, oh my God, what if I fail? Even like moving into my new place, it's like, I'm used to paying the same amount, all of that. It's just like, it's stuff I've done for years, but this is new and it's uncomfortable a little. It's not even uncomfortable, but in my gut or my mind or with my fears, just like, things are changing. Oh my God, what if I'm not going to be okay? Like those things, those little fears keep coming up.
Yeah, out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, because it's like I was in this little coziness of whatever, cozy spot, and now it's a whole other world. It's and like,
big girl shit.
Yeah. And it's like, it's also like when you're about to elevate and go into a different phase of your life where those fears and stuff are fighting to like keep you in, because it was something I heard. I don't know if you said it or Tony Robbins said it or somebody. I went to a Tony Robbins seminar.
Great. Say that again.
I don't remember what it was, but it was said so well. But it was something along the lines of, maybe you said it yesterday, that your nervous system or your, I don't even know what, but like something in your brain or your nervous system, whatever, just wants to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like its priority is to keep you safe more than like help you grow or elevate, because that's uncomfortable. It just wants you to be safe and cozy. So when those changes are happening in life, it's not cozy and it's uncomfortable. So those feelings, the fear, it's kicking in because it wants to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm. And the ego is created to keep us alive and to survive. And that's what shows up. It's like, can I do this? Can you do this?
Yeah.
Like, when you start to doubt yourself like that.
And then the voices in your head kick in, the monkey voice, the bitch voice, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it. Like, this isn't meant for you. All of that. We've talked about all of that in the past. But I feel like I've been really deep diving into like facing fears. If you don't follow me on Instagram and didn't see it on my stories, I walked on fire.
She walked on fire.
I walked on literal fire. And it was like, there were people that have done this like so many times. So it was easy for them. I'm looking around, they're just doing it. And I get to the start point and I can feel the heat of the fire, of the coals. And I'm just like, I can't. And it was in that moment, I could feel every fear of like when you're supposed to take that next step, because it was so literal. Like, I'm supposed to just take that next step onto the coal and I'm standing right there. Like, I just have to take the step, but I'm standing there and I'm just freaking out. Like, I was freaking out, and they have facilitators on each side. So this guy's standing on that side with me and he's like, what is it? If you cross this fire, what's going on? What happens? And I'm just like, I face my fears. And then he's like, what's on the other side of fears? He's kind of walking me through it. And then I'm like, okay, I got this. And it was just such a representation for me for every big step in life.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was like quitting the corporate job to personal train on my own. It was like, but this pays my bills. Like, how can I just quit my job? And it's like, you're standing right at the edge, but you don't want to take the step. So it was literally happening in front of me. And I'm like, fuck, okay, I got this. And I'm still freaking out. Anyway, he's like, I'm going to do this with you. You got this, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I got this. And I'm like, yes. They make you say that like out loud, like, yes. Kind of, it's like part of changing your state. So I'm like, yes, I can do it. And I walked the fire and it was over before I knew it. And when I look back, one of my biggest takeaways was just that the fears that you have, they're bigger in your mind than they are in real life. Because when I did it in real life, I crossed the fire, I did it, it was over. And then on the other side, I felt so accomplished. I felt proud of myself. I felt like just, wow, if I can do this, what more can I do? So just my biggest takeaway really was just that those fears are bigger in your mind than they are in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's scary, take the fucking step. Just take the first step.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is going to be right there.
Yeah. And once you open that door to from that fear and like step out of your comfort zone, it's kind of crazy how everything just starts to fall together and into place. It's like the universe was like, oh, we've been waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. Literally, like, finally, about time. You were standing on the edge for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So
take that leap.
Exactly. That
quantum
first
leap.
Step.
Sorry.
I know.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Just take the first step.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we've taken a little break and things have changed around here slightly.
We've brought our ever so vibrant, very good friend.
Iris on. She is a third-time guest.
Welcome back, Iris.
Thank you, lady.
She was just behind the scenes, and I was like, Iris just always has such great input.
She's wise.
And we got such good feedback last time from just like the way she says things, and it's like, it just always brings everything together. So I was like, you know what? Let's move things around. Come on in. So thank you for joining us. She didn't even prepare to be camera ready. She just looks like that.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Stunning. Inside and out.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Okay.
Iris.
Thank you, ladies.
We
Thank
love
you.
having you.
Love being
We
here.
really
I
do.
kind of like forced her
Yeah.
yesterday. I was like,
You're
I
like,
really
"So,
hope.
see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Really hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to dinner.
We're doing that
We
too.
will. Don't worry.
We'll feed you.
Yeah. Okay, so I just talked about. So, guys, I've been attending these seminars. I went to Dr. John DeMartini. I talked about that a little. And then I just did 4 full days of Tony Robbins. And so there's a lot of new stuff that's happening internally, mentally for me. So one of my other biggest takeaways, which I feel like literally every person on this planet will resonate with, but I've been really paying close attention to every relationship with this. And it is that you cannot expect people to live in your values and your rules for your life, because we all have our specific like values, how we live our life. And it's like, honor those, be true to you, live your life that way. But as soon as we start, like, say, I love to eat healthy. I don't know. This isn't a good example. I want a good example. What's a good example of what I'm trying to say?
If, let's say, for example, you like to be, well, one of your values is you really value being on time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of people don't. A
Yeah,
lot of
but
people.
I don't want to say I'm
You know-
okay with other people not valuing time. I said I'm working on it. I didn't say all the work is done.
You can say that though.
No, we'll leave this in there.
Yeah, okay. Oh, what's up?
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But when my time is being wasted, I feel personally affected by it, which to a certain extent is all of it.
Offended.
Yeah.
You're offended.
I have been better about it though recently.
And so I have been on time.
Yeah. If anything, I've started being late.
It's true. But I'm like,
This is
whatever.
bad. Anyway, but I think there's so many examples, but the point is, like, we all have our set of values, morals, rules that we live life by. But the moment you start expecting your friends, family, relationships, even like you start dating someone new and they're not doing this thing that you prefer to be done this way, and now you're like, but why? Like, why aren't they? But it's like, that's just not their value. That's not what they put priority on. So just learning, it's been huge for me, learning how to honor my own values without projecting them onto other people. Because what all that does is it starts to build resentment, like, because you're expecting them to live a certain way that you live, but it's just not part of their ecosystem. So builds resentment, leaves you disappointed. So I've just found so much peace in just expecting nothing. Like, not nothing. Of course, you have standards, but not expecting people to act or behave a certain way just because that's how you would do it.
Yeah.
Of like just being who you are, true to who you are, but accepting people for who they are as well, like fully and truly.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that.
that's been my work in progress lately.
That's so good because
Yeah.
honestly, you need it.
I
I'm
know.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, it's true. It's true. It's true. Like, as I was going through that whole exercise, I was like, oh my God, I am very like, no, this is the way.
And I think that that's also a superpower too, but at the same time, because you
Yeah.
move with conviction. You
Mhm.
move with,
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's just time and place, but when it comes to like, it depends on what it is too. If it's in business and it's like my business, yes, I want it to be within my values. If like, say I'm hiring somebody and these are the values of the business, yeah, you're going to follow them or you're going to leave. But if it's your best friend or it's your brother or it's your boyfriend, you can't expect you're going to be disappointed. Like, you
Mhm.
have to accept them for who they are if you want to be accepted for who you are.
yeah.
So
And you place those boundaries too. You
Mhm.
place the boundaries as long as they're, understanding boundaries between you and that person, like they
Mhm.
make sense.
Yeah.
That person is either going to abide by them because they
Mhm.
respect you and they,
Okay.
they want that relationship to work, or
Mhm.
they just fall away and you're like that.
Mhm.
If you don't respect my boundaries, then you don't respect,
Exactly. Me
yeah.
and who I am as a
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I actually haven't read it yet, but
You just let them.
let them. Literally. It's so
Yeah.
self-explanatory. Let them.
People are going to move the way they move, and that's
Yeah.
them, and then you place them in that category, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, understood. And then I sometimes like the image that kept coming to my mind when you were telling me about this just now was like, I feel like I move like, you know that, you know Finding Nemo? Did you see that?
I've heard of it.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
I mean,
The turtle?
Yes.
The turtle, I feel like I just move like that turtle, like, whatever, man. Like, sure.
Go with the current.
Yeah.
Go with
Yeah,
the
just
flow.
go with the flow. You just got to keep it moving, because the
Yeah.
minute you let everyone mess with you, it's like the minute you're giving your power away and
Yeah.
your peace. And I need my peace so I can stay in alignment with what the heck I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Absolutely.
also matters, I think, when you have the time or the space is to not only respect other people's values and not expect them to be your own, but also try to understand them. Even if you feel that they are wrong or they don't match with yours, I think just taking the time to ask open-ended questions and to really try to dig deeper into connecting with someone else, because understanding is connection. And it creates that sense of being seen versus being judged. You know, someone really looking deep into your heart and saying, you know, Arya does things this way because this is the way she feels. This is the way she grew up. And Arusha does things this way because this is what she feels and what goes on in her heart. And for me, it's important to understand how each of them moves so that I know how to move around them and make sure that they're comfortable and that they feel seen and that they feel that I understand them and that I'm connected to them and that I love them. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
I love
You're
that.
just
You're awesome.
I know the way she even says everything.
That's such a
It's-
compassionate way to
yeah,
look at it.
I know. It's so like coming from a place of understanding and wanting to understand
Mhm.
the people in your life, not as a this is like if you're in friction or conflict, like it's me against you, it's my rules against yours. It's just like, okay, if this person is acting this way that doesn't align with how I would, why is it? Is it something to do with how they grew up? Maybe something you know
Mhm.
about their
It's
childhood.
never
Just-
personal.
It's
Yeah.
it really is never personal. But yeah, I love that point of coming from a place of understanding, wanting to
Yeah.
understand a person, because that is.
You really embody that frequency of just love.
Mhm.
And I think
I
that that's
know.
so beautiful, because it's not often everyone's trying to get there,
Yeah.
you know, but we've got egos, we've
Mhm.
got, you know, triggers and things like that.
Mhm.
But Iris is just, that's why we love having her around
Yeah.
for many reasons. But not just to feed off of your energy, but just because you're such a great example.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
really
And
live
And we
it.
feel very blessed.
Thank you guys.
We talk
I feel
about it all the
same
time.
way too. I feel the same way about you guys, and I'm really grateful
Mm.
that all three of us have had this good vibe and that we can actually spend time together and just
Yeah.
kind of flow. Aw.
She gets to touch her.
I know. My body was like, touch her. Is she real?
Yeah, I really feel like understanding is a
love.
big part of it.
Mhm.
And once you take the time to understand what people are feeling, what they're going through, and you really start to hear them tell stories about their life, and they say, well, the reason why I get angry is because it's actually anxiety
Mhm.
and it manifests itself as anger. It looks like
Mhm.
anger, but it's actually anxiety. I get nervous. Then you start
Yeah.
to understand, or you can even
Mhm.
ask the question of like, well, what would make you feel better? I love that question. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite questions when
Mhm.
people are venting. I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you need? What do you
Yeah.
need in this
You
moment?
always do that.
Or what would make you feel better? And usually they say nothing. I just want to vent. And that's how you show understanding versus starting to create, you know, a prescription like, oh, you need to do this because I did this and it's going
Yeah.
to work for you, and it's not going to work.
I have troubles with that.
Everyone does. Everyone
I'm
does.
like, let me fix you.
Yeah. I mean, even that's coming from a place of love. But yeah, I always
Yeah.
see Iris do this because, like, if I'm venting or sometimes, like, you're on the phone with both of us and she'll just be like, Arya or Arusha, what do you need in this moment? How can I best support you? Because it does,
I'm
like,
talk shit with me.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Because
Help me
it
come
does.
up with some
yeah.
good cuss words.
Yeah.
It opens up the space for, like, I could just come back and be like, honestly, I just need to get it off my chest. She's like, okay, I'm here. Or what do you think? Like, what do you think? Give me your honest thoughts because I really respect your opinions about it or whatever. And then that can be like a cue to her. Okay, she's looking for some advice from my experiences. But yeah, I love that you do that.
Yeah.
That's why you're just such a good coach, an accountability
Yeah.
coach. That's why people just
Seriously.
flock to you. And it's just, you're living in your purpose. You are the embodiment of what you teach. And it's just, it makes you magnetic and successful.
I think that when you behave this way, and I know all of us do too, because you both do this for me as well, it makes it easy for you to pivot when you see, okay, my needs are not what you think they were. Now you have to be able to be flexible and move and say, okay,
Mhm.
she needs this, so I'm going to
Mhm.
turn this way. And okay, this didn't work, I'm going to turn this way. And the reason why this matters is because then now I'm being flexible for
Mhm.
you and for your needs, not what
Yeah.
makes me happy, so that I can hear myself talk more.
Exactly.
Because it's not about, I already know everything that's in my head. I don't need to tell you everything that's in my head when you're telling me something that you're going through.
Yeah.
It needs to come
Mhm.
out of you. And a lot of
Yeah.
times people just need a listening ear because they
Mhm.
they can hear themselves thinking, but to say it out loud is different.
Mhm.
What is it
Yeah.
about that, right?
Oh,
There's something about that.
I wish I didn't have that
'Cause-
inside of me. I say everything out loud.
But I think because like in our minds then the thoughts go all over the place. You even have conflicting thoughts like
Mhm.
in the same moment. But as you start to speak and then you have someone like Iris who'll ask really good, like small but really good questions, it will eventually, as you're speaking, you will guide your own self to like the solution or the answer that you're looking for. Like it's already within you.
Yeah.
And that's something I love with Iris is actually a life coach. And that's, I think this was part of like where you learned this. That's the way she does it. She won't offer advice right away. She'll like ask questions. And there's been so many times where I like came up with my own advice for myself just through those questions. So it just goes back. Like the answer is within you.
Exactly.
Every single time. You don't need anything from the outside, but it really helps to
Yeah.
have friends that will help you unpack those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes your thoughts are just like a big ball
They're
of
just everywhere.
yarn.
Yeah.
And they're just going crazy in your head. And the more you speak about it, it's like
Yeah.
slowly just
Mhm.
pulling out piece
Yeah.
by piece.
Yeah. Like, okay, that one's actually not important. I don't even
Yeah.
know why that's there. Let's get down to the bottom of whatever the situation.
And if you don't have a friend, when I don't have a friend, I write.
Yeah.
Yeah, I write
Yeah.
it out.
Exactly.
And it helps a lot.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
And then I send it to ChatGPT and I'm
like, what do you think?
yeah, what do you think, girl?
But yeah, great points. Thank you, Iris.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Iris, for your
Thank
insight and
you.
your wisdom.
Thank you.
Mhm.
We do appreciate it, and we
Yeah.
hope you guys appreciate it too.
They do.
And where can they find you, Iris?
You can find me on TikTok doing my little dances and singing.
And insightful stuff too.
Just
She's
kidding.
poetic as heck.
You can find me on Instagram. I'm Iris and then the letter E, coach _ That's my handle.
Yeah.
Adorable. And she's offering coaching spots too.
I'm an accountability coach, so I keep people responsible to finish the things they said they were going to do.
Yeah.
Amen.
She
And
does
I'm a
it
gentle
so
pusher.
gently.
She's
Yeah.
a gentle pusher.
So gently. It won't be like, bitch, get it done. It's just in such a gentle and loving way that like makes you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can find me. Shameless plug. I am currently offering 3 different types of sessions with me. One is a clarity session where I help you see where you're at right now. I use astrology, I use psychology, I use somatic work. I help you guide. I help show you where what needs work and show you why you are where you are and how to get you out of that situation and to make better how to make better decisions and how to build a better future for yourself. And then I have the following session, which is an alignment session, which is where I show you how to move within your alignment again, to find that alignment again in your life. And I use similar tools as the first one, but it's just like clarity is a different one where you're trying to seek guidance, and alignment is more to kind of get back into alignment for yourself. And then I have my transformational package as well for coaching, where I just help you embody all of these changes and we work on that together.
Love it.
And birth chart readings and
Yeah.
stuff. And you know where to find me, aria.healing.wellness, and TikTok, Aria Sharezoy, and yeah, wherever. Just look me up.
I'm still Arusha Fit.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Well, Iris and I have some upcoming stuff that we haven't put out yet, but it's coming with sound baths, but it's going to be more of an experience. It's not just a sound bath and meditation, but we're turning it into like almost like workshops of like
Cool.
working on the just internal work, like going deeper, and there's going to be different aspects to it. We're going to start putting it down, but like even for women with like body issues or weight issues, we want to do specific ones for that, and then leading into meditation, but other things as well. So I'm excited for that.
Very
It is
exciting.
completely transformational.
Mm-hmm.
The things that we have written down, the
Yeah.
conversations that we have had, we are not joking. We really want to transform people's lives. We want women to walk out of our sessions
Mm-hmm.
thinking, how did I not ever see this anywhere on the internet? How did I not ever find this in any book? Because we are not chat GPTing this. We
Yeah.
are creating this from the ground up, from our
Mhm.
own experiences, from
Yeah.
our clients' experiences,
Exactly.
from the problems we've been through and how we
Mhm.
have phoenixed our way out of
Yeah.
it 1,000 times over and over
Mhm.
again. And we want to transfer this over to you. So, I mean, this is real serious business. I mean, I'm not,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is really deep in our heart and a very passionate project that we've been working on. So we're excited. Although I always say I don't like that word, but
Mhm.
if I'm going to describe the way that I feel, my heart beats fast and I get this real deep sense of love in the pit of my stomach to think of you being part of it.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's so true. Excited is just one word, but because of it's the more, even with these seminars that I've done, I've always had this kind of mindset of like not wanting to promote because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be
Mhm.
like this girl on the internet asking for money. Like, I don't care. Like, it's like, of course I love money, but I don't want to come off as that. But then something I've learned is like, something that we offer at our sessions, I know will literally completely change somebody's life. So me standing behind fear of being judged by somebody is literally holding back on somebody else's life changing. So this is like me jumping out of it. Like when we put these events out there, come join us.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. It's just so good to be surrounded by women
Yeah.
doing the work and wanting to share
Mhm.
our light and our darkness with other
Yeah.
people. And
Mhm.
that's why we're here.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Iris.
Yeah, thank you, ladies.
Until next time.
Happy
Right.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Beautiful.
Toodles.
Birdiful.
Perfect.